Imagine this. You open TikTok, scroll through some trending videos, laugh at a funny challenge, and then check out those reels. Now, think about this. What if the app suddenly stopped working? No more access, no new videos, no updates. Feels strange, doesn't it? Well, that's exactly the possibility that millions of users in the United States scratching their heads. Here's an important question. Could an app that seems so harmless and fun really be a threat to national security? Or is this just political and economic interests between two global giants? Today, we're diving deep into this story full of twists and turns to understand what's happening with the United States. Will the app survive all this pressure? And more important, what does this teach us about the role of social media in the modern world? Let's find out together. Hi everyone, how are you doing? Today, we're going to talk about a hot topic, the future of the United States. Did you know that the app could be banned there? That's right. This is all tied to recent court decisions, signed laws, and even changes in the country's presidency. Sounds complicated, doesn't it? But don't worry, I'm going to break it all down for you. Let's dive in and figure out what's going on. Let's start at the beginning, because this story is full of details. Recently, the United States Supreme Court approved a law that could block entry, and this decision came with a tight deadline. If the app isn't sold to an American company by next Sunday, the 9th, it could simply stop working on American smartphones. Can you imagine the impact of that? One of the most popular in the world, which is part of people's daily lives, could cease to exist there. Now, why is all this happening? The official explanation: there are concerns about national security. TikTok is owned by ByteDance, a Chinese company, and American authorities believe that the data collected could be misused or even spied on by the Chinese government. This involves everything from personal user information to possible content manipulation, something that raises a big red flag for the United States. But of course, TikTok hasn't stayed silent in the face of this situation. The company took the case to the Supreme Court, arguing that this decision violates the First Amendment of the US Constitution, which guarantees the right to free speech. After all, TikTok is more than just a simple app for short videos. It's become a platform where millions of people share their ideas, talents, and voices. And there's more. TikTok representatives have pointed out that banning the app would limit user and tool notification. This means the discussion isn't just about technology or security, it's also about fundamental rights and the role of social media in modern society. You can see how this issue is much bigger, right? That's the big question, isn't it? What's next? Even though the law has been signed, the final decision about whether or not to enforce it lies with the president. And here's an interesting twist. This decision comes right in the change in leadership at the White House. Joe Biden, who signed the law, is leaving office on Monday, and Donald Trump will take over as president on the same day. This creates a unique situation because the responsibility for deciding the future of TikTok in the United States falls squarely on the new president. Can you imagine the tension surrounding this decision? And what does Trump have to say about all this? Well, so far, he hasn't given a definitive answer, but he has hinted that he's open to finding a solution. In fact, there are rumors that he might delay the ban to 90 days. This means he could issue an executive order temporarily suspending the ban, giving more time for a possible negotiation. Now think about this. Millions of users and creators in the United States are watching this decision closely, waiting to see if they'll be able to continue using the app that's become part of their daily routines. Can you imagine how much anxiety this is causing over there? Businesses, influencers, regular users, everyone is waiting to see what the next chapter of this tech drama will be. If the ban happens, TikTok won't disappear from phones immediately. App stores will no longer be able to offer it. This means that businesses, influencers, regular users, everyone is waiting to see what the next chapter of this tech drama will be. If the ban happens, TikTok won't disappear from phones immediately. App stores will no longer be able to offer it. This means that people who already have the app will still be able to use it, for a while at least. The problem is that updates won't be available, and over time, the app could start to have issues. And there's more. Hosting companies like Oracle might also be prohibited from working with TikTok, making it even harder for the app. This could impact the 20 million TikTok users in the United States. This raises an important question. How fair is it to block access to a platform that has become a form of expression for millions of people? On one hand, there are concerns. On the other, There's the freedom to create and communicate. What do you think about this? Leave your opinion in the comments. I really want to know. The story doesn't end. Also become a key player in diplomatic conversations between the United States and China. Recently, Donald Trump had a conversation with Chinese President Xi Jinping where they discussed various topics, including the future of TikTok. Do you think this decision could also be a reflection of the relationship between these two? It's curious how something so popular and part of people's everyday lives can be economic. Well, everyone, after everything we've talked about here, one thing is certain. The future of TikTok in the United States is still full of uncertainties, but the impact of this story is already being felt by many. Whether you're a content creator, someone who loves short videos, or just a curious person following social media trends, it's clear that this situation is much more complex than it seems at first glance. This story makes us think about how social media has become a fundamental part of our daily lives, doesn't it? They connect people, enable content creation, and often even influence major political and economic decisions. It's incredible how something that started as simple entertainment has become such a space for communication, expression, and even debates about freedom and security. What do you think about all this? What's your opinion on TikTok's future in the US? I really want to know, so leave a comment below so we can keep this conversation going. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a like. It helps the channel. Don't forget to subscribe, okay? That way, you won't miss any upcoming content. And of course, share this video with your friends. Maybe they'll have something interesting to say about all of this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.